Dheeraj closed his clothing shop on a Tuesday night with a blue sari on display. When he unlocked the doors Wednesday morning, a highly intricate, handcrafted red sari had materialized in its place. He had never ordered it, and he had never stocked it. Faced with an impossible object in his inventory, Dheeraj treated it as a sudden windfall. He priced it at 1,000 rupees and sold it to a collector named Renuka. This illustrates the mechanics of a supernatural vector. Dormant paranormal entities often lack the energy to bypass physical boundaries or enter secure environments on their own. Instead, they attach to harmless, inanimate objects and wait for a human to carry them through the front door. By carrying the fabric home, Renuka authorized a paranormal intrusion into her most private space. The anomaly activated that same evening. Renuka and her husband Rajesh were interrupted by loud, aggressive knocking sounds. The noise didn't come from the front door or windows. It originated inside their bedroom closet. When Renuka pulled the doors open, she didn't find shifting clothes or a trapped animal. Hidden in the shadows of the hanging garments was the horrifying visage of a chudel, a predatory entity staring directly at her. But when Rajesh ran over to look, the closet was empty. He saw only hanging fabric. The vector was now an active threat. It had anchored itself to the physical space of the bedroom while isolating its target through psychological manipulation. Rajesh attempted a physical solution. He grabbed the red sari from the closet, walked to the bedroom window, and threw it into the night to remove it from their environment. The attempt failed. The exact same red sari was back in the closet the very next morning. Rajesh escalated. He took the fabric outside, set it on fire, and watched it burn to ash before disposing of the remains in the trash. By evening, the incinerated sari returned to the closet, completely intact without a single scorch mark. Physical destruction was ineffective. The fabric was merely a projection of a metaphysical threat that ignored the laws of thermodynamics. Terrified, the couple packed their car to flee to a local temple. They brought the red sari with them, placing it in the back seat to ensure it didn't return to the house. Halfway to the temple, they checked the rearview mirror. The sari had vanished from the moving vehicle. This flowchart tracks the entity's progression from the shop into the house, securing a base in the closet. That, as the Pandit explained, the curse now binds directly to Renuka's life force, rendering the original physical sari obsolete. Discarding the fabric no longer mattered. The entity was now locked into Renuka's biological system. To destroy the entity, the Pandit proposed a dangerous solution. Renuka had to go back home, find the red sari, and willfully put it on. The logic was strategic. Putting on the sari forces a scattered, metaphysical entity into a solid, physical vessel. It turns an invisible threat into a vulnerable, singular target for exorcism. The possession was immediate. The moment Renuka draped the sari over herself, her demeanor contorted, her strength surged, and her eyes glowed red. Armed with protective holy threads, Rajesh had to wrestle his supernaturally strong wife into the car, pinning her down as he sped back to the temple grounds. Rajesh was now responsible for transporting a hostile, demonic entity housed within the person he was trying to save. They reached the temple in a state of chaos. The Pandit immediately initiated the extraction, using specific holy mantras to put physical vessel. Right on the temple floor, the red sari burst into flames while still on Renuka's body. The entity was incinerated along with the fabric. When the smoke cleared, Renuka was unharmed, her body free of the curse and dressed in safe, uncursed clothing. Rajesh and Renuka returned to a quiet home. They slept soundly that night, and the knocking in the closet never returned. True survival requires pulling a thread into the light and burning it to the ground.